What is going on, guys? It's Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including WWE Hall of Famer wants WWE return, the truth behind The Rock missing WrestleMania 39, Bryan Danielson shoots, WWE Icons Bury AEW, plus much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now, let's hit the intro and get on to our first story. WWE Hall of Famer wants WWE return. Our top story today looks at the ongoing Bloodline storyline and how a certain Hall of Famer wants to return to get involved. The Bloodline storyline has received rave reviews from fans, and it looks like it's only going to get bigger and better as the months go on. Now it looks like the Usos and Solo Sikoa's father, Rikishi, is pushing for a WWE comeback to get involved in the compelling storyline. During an appearance on Road Trip After Hours podcast, the WWE legend revealed, "I think they need to add Rikishi to that mix. Rikishi is the real father. They ain't gotta make up nothing, this is a shoot. Anybody that can straighten up their kid would be their dad. So right now, their kids are in turmoil, they just don't know what they want to do. It's a crisis out there. So right now, for Rikishi to step in with some law and order, I think that would be pretty good. This would absolutely be awesome to see, and hopefully WWE listens to Rikishi's pitch." Would you like to see Rikishi return to WWE to get involved in the ongoing Bloodline storyline? Let us know in the comments below. Bloodline stars set for monster push? Speaking of the Bloodline faction, one member of the popular stable who may be in line for a huge push is Solo Sikoa. According to Dave Meltzer on the latest edition of Wrestling Observer Radio, WWE's eventual goal with the Bloodline story is to book a Solo versus Roman Reigns matchup. This is why Solo has been protected on WWE TV. Meltzer added, "With Solo, they ended in double countout because they're not going to beat Solo. They're saving Solo for Roman whenever that day comes. Solo has to be considered one of the favorites for either King of the Ring or the Money in the Bank victory this year, so fans can surely expect a huge year for the former NXT North American champion." Paul Heyman explains why The Rock isn't wrestling at WrestleMania 39. Fans continue to express their disappointment that The Rock won't be wrestling at WrestleMania 39. It seemed like a certainty that The Rock would be facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and fans fully expected The Rock to win the Royal Rumble, which would have set up the anticipated dream match. Whilst WWE higher-ups such as Triple H have outright stated that The Rock is always welcome to return to WWE, it seems like it was now or never when it came to WrestleMania 39. Reigns manager Paul Heyman has revealed exactly why The Rock isn't wrestling this year, and the legendary manager revealed what it takes to have a WrestleMania main event level match. He revealed, "I never spoke to Dwayne about this year's WrestleMania. I always heard his name being thrown around. I couldn't imagine with his schedule, with his promotional schedule, with the launch of the XFL, with all the projects that he has on his plate, that he would be able to take the time to get back into what we would call ring shape. Could Dwayne Johnson have come back and put together a really classic, very memorable 15-minute match with Roman Reigns for this year's WrestleMania without going through that training? I bet you he could. I bet you just based on his knowledge of the ring, his supreme psychology, which made him such a huge star." Finally, Heyman stated The Rock ultimately wouldn't have wanted to disappoint the WWE Universe by having a subpar match. "But I don't think anybody would have paid to see the main event of WrestleMania of a fantasy matchup, of a dream match between the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and The Rock himself. I don't think anybody would have wanted to pay to see a 15-minute match. I think people would pay and expect to see, and rightfully expect to see, a far longer story be told in a most exciting and an A++++ level fashion. There was just no way that he would have been able to deliver, and I don't think that he would ever want to disappoint what we ended up calling the WWE Universe." Is MJF WWE Bound? Reigning AEW World Champion MJF has made it no secret that he is interested in signing with WWE next year. However, it's been genuinely hard to determine if this is MJF speaking in character or he has legitimate interests in signing for the rival company. A new report from Fightful Select has stated that people in WWE are under the impression that MJF will become a free agent at the start of 2024. According to the report, one talent in WWE, who is friends with MJF, has stated that MJF has personally told them that he's looking forward to being there in 2024. Is it possible that AEW are about to lose one of their biggest stars? It would be interesting to see how WWE would book and present MJF. The majority of MJF's character work wouldn't be permitted in WWE's PG setting, however. With that being said, there's no doubt that MJF has the talent and the ability to make the character work under strict PG guidelines. Would you like to see MJF sign with WWE? Let us know in the comments below. Bryan Danielson shoots on infamous WWE match. One of the most criticized matches of the modern era was Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar back in 2019. The reason that the match is so infamous was because Kingston dropped the WWE title to Lesnar in a matter of seconds, which killed Kingston's credibility, and this was a decision that was heavily panned by fans and fellow wrestlers. AEW star and former WWE champion Bryan Danielson has now spoken about the match, and Danielson revealed that the match demoralized him the most during his time in WWE. Danielson discussed this during his interview with The Ringer. To me, the whole Kofi Mania thing was magic. And you look at the live events, like the number of shows that he did for WWE, the amount of TV time that he filled in every time, going out there and always having a positive attitude and all that kind of stuff. What a great human being, you know what I mean? Like I said, it was my favorite match. I think the whole thing was my favorite part of my WWE career. And conversely, the most demoralized I ever saw was seeing him lose it to Brock Lesnar the way he did. WWE Icon buries AEW. One of the talking points of the weekend has been a tweet from Kevin Nash relating to AEW. This all began after a fan tweeted a photo of Wheeler Yuta bleeding, and the picture emulated the iconic picture of Stone Cold from WrestleMania 13. The fan tweeted, "Imagine you're Stone Cold on your ranch drinking a Budweiser, scrolling Twitter, and you see this being compared to you." This led to WWE legend Kevin Nash responding and rather hilariously tweeting, "Don't worry, he ain't watching." This led to The Undertaker breaking character and simply tweeting "huge pop" in one of the more bizarre Twitter interactions in recent memory. Top WWE Star Injured. Some unfortunate news to share, as it's been reported that former WWE champion Kofi Kingston is legitimately injured. This news comes from various sources, including Bryan Alvarez. It's unknown how severe Kingston's injury is, but it's possible that he could be taken out of the #1 Contenders match set for next week on SmackDown. It's been reported that Kingston hurt his arm during the brawl on SmackDown, but it's unclear at what specific moment the injury occurred. Kingston is the latest New Day member to get injured, as Big E is still recovering from the neck injury he sustained in 2022. We here at Wrestlelamia wish one of WWE's best a speedy recovery. Major name removed from WrestleMania 39 graphic. Our final story today looks at the ongoing saga relating to Vince McMahon, and we have another major story in relation to his rumored WWE return. One of the first instances of fans getting concerned that McMahon was back in power was when the WrestleMania graphics read, "Directed by Vince McMahon." However, in positive news, this has now been changed, and it now reads, "Directed by Selma Tinware," which is an anagram of WrestleMania. Rumors of McMahon's return amped up this past week after fans were led to believe that McMahon was responsible for booking Brock Lesnar vs. Omos at WrestleMania 39. However, this has yet to be confirmed by a notable source. There you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time back for some more wrestling content.